Time I got to shore, I was nearly dead. My veins are collapsing. The doctors inject me with antihistamine, antitoxin. They say, keep your eyes open, you'll die. I can't. I close my eyes and die.
I was hooked on surfing, and at the age of 24, my friends and I had watched a very famous surf movie called Endless Summer, and I went, that's it, I'm surfing. So I grabbed my surfboard, my best friend Tony McCartney, and the two of us took off, and we ended up in Australia, surfed through there, Indonesia into Bali, Java, Singapore, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, and began surfing through some of the most exotic parts of the world. I'd heard when I was in Sri Lanka that they were going to sail to Africa via Mauritius. So I jumped on a schooner, sailed 26 days through the Indian Ocean and arrived in Mauritius. It's April 1982. My Creole friends I'm surfing with are saying, come night diving again. As we drop into the ocean, thousands of transparent box-shaped jellyfish appear in my torchlight.
And these men told me that one will kill me. I was stung by 5 box jellyfish, which they call invisible or le globe, medusa. The time I got to shore, I was nearly dead. I began to literally close my eyes, and I heard an audible voice speak to me. He said, son, if you close your eyes, you will never awake again.
I turned in the direction of the man's voice. To my amazement, absolutely no one there. Scanning around, no one.
I fought the poison, staggered down the road, and found 3 Indian taxi drivers. These men basically said, you drunk? I said, no, I've been hit by 5 deadly jellyfish. Please help me, I'm dying.
I feel death enveloping every part of my body, and time begins to slow down. As I lay there, suddenly in front of me, on her knees, appears my mother. Unbeknown to me, on the other side of the world, my mother has this understanding, she called it a premonition, that something was wrong, very seriously wrong.
For me, she said, Ian, call out to God no matter how far from God you are. Things she told me as a young child leaving confirmation classes in New Zealand as an Anglican.
I lay there and thought, I don't know. If you are out there, God, so many different gods to choose from. If you're real, show me your face and I'll believe. As I lay there, no face appeared except my mother. I thought, well, mother is not God. But mother prays to Jesus. Could mother be right? I thought, what on earth would I pray before I die? I thought, when I was a little boy, she used to kneel by my bed, the same position. And she would teach me the Lord's Prayer. I thought, well, that is the Christian prayer she taught me. Jesus taught it. I've got absolutely nothing to lose. Perhaps there is a God. Perhaps I'm wrong.
Who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
I prayed. The words appeared, forgive us our sins. Give my heart to you, Lord. I forgive those who have sinned against me. I got born again, saved in that ambulance.
So I lay there, and for the first time I knew something had radically changed. I thought, what a time to find out that God's real just before you die. I was raced into the A&E. The nurse takes my blood pressure, pumps it up, can't find a pulse. The nurse was confounded to see that my eyes were open, but I got no pulse. My veins are collapsed, they can't even get a line in, and they're talking to me saying, son, do not close your eyes. Keep your eyes open or you will die. I thought, well, I must close my eyes for a few moments and find strength, because I can't fight this any longer. As I closed my eyes, I felt this incredible release. At that precise moment, the doctors lost vital signs and I was pronounced dead. I am in a split second out of that hospital and everything goes pitch black. Waves of radiance moved up. As I looked towards the center of the light, I thought, what is this? Is this just an energy source, or is there something in this light? As he moves, I see directly behind where he's been standing a circular shape opening the same diameter as the tunnel, As I look through this opening, Jesus with his hand, he's showing me right behind him a new earth. I am just about to step in to explore eternity. Jesus has now come in the way. The door into eternity is closed. He now asks me, Ian, now that you've seen, do you wish to remain here or do you wish to return? I thought, stay. I have nothing to return for. So I turned back to say, goodbye, cruel world. As I looked back, I saw standing in a clear vision, my mother. As I see her, I realize that there is one person who loves me and one person I love. I looked down the length of my body as God said, open your eye and see, to see a doctor with a scalpel pricking the base of my foot like a dead piece of meat. The poor doctor saw me open my eye and look at him and went through the ceiling. The doctor drops my foot and tells me I've been dead for 15 to 20 minutes. They've done nothing to bring me back. As I lay there, I felt like power, like electricity, current go through my body. And as waves and waves of that power went through me, life began to move back and healing. I got movement. I began to feel pain again. And I was completely healed. Within 3 or 4 hours, totally healed, and walked down to the hospital the next day. And in my heart, what changed me that night, through the power of a mother's prayer and through the grace of God, the love of God came into me. Love heals the most broken of hearts. And love is what all of us are looking for. And God is love.